So, good morning, everyone. Today we are having Anmolpreet Kaur with us, who has recently got 7.5 overall bands in IELTS. She attended online class, and I congratulate her on her success as she got the scores in the very first attempt. So, good morning, Anmol.
Good morning, ma'am.
So,
Thank
how
you
are
so
you?
much.
Welcome.
I am fine. What about you?
I'm fine too. So, Anmol, tell us about your scores, band scores in each module of IELTS.
Okay, I've got the highest in listening, that is 8.5. I even remember which questions I've done wrong. And in reading, I've got 7.5, and the same marks I got in speaking. And I did a mistake in the writing session. I started with the one having a less weightage, and that is why I was left with less time to do the other part. So I got only 6 in that.
So, what would you suggest to others, other test takers? Like, lot of students are going to prepare for IELTS. So, what's your suggestion for writing to them?
Uh, for uh, for writing, I would say they should start with the task two first, and then go for task one, because task two has way more weightage than task one, and it needs more concentration and you need more ideas in that. Whereas in task one, you just have to write whatever is given in the graph.
So, as
So
you
I
have
believe.
scored very good bands in speaking and reading, so how, like, what sort of tips you would like to give to the others? And what problems did you face, and how did you try to overcome those problems?
Okay, in reading, if you say, I had many problems. Like I left three questions there. I have not attempted them, and if I would have attempted them, maybe I would have got 8 or more than that. And for me, I will say there should be a lot of practice for both the modules of reading and of speaking, and you should. Learn more words for speaking. You should have a wide vocab for the same. And for reading, at least one reading should be done per day in order to get good marks. And you should thoroughly read all the paragraphs first and then go to the questions. But the way I did, I just read the questions first, and then I went to the paragraph and then read the paragraph, so that if I had a little of uh, and little of view that what questions I have to find, I would mark them in bold and then again check them when I need them.
Okay. So, were you able to just manage the time?
Uh, yes, I was able to manage the time, but I got confused in true and false, because you should have to be very careful whether it is true or false or yes or no. Because I had written true or false instead of yes and no, uh, and that was the time I had to rub everything again and do it again. So just take account that whatever you are doing, you have just read the question before. So I think that's the key point which everyone should keep in their mind.
So, obviously, instructions must be read first.
Yes, ma'am. I had written yes, true or false instead of yes and no, and then I had to rub that again, and I was not able to write three questions.
Obviously. So, as you have scored very good band score in listening, so what's your suggestion to other students so that they can also target 9 bands or 8.5 bands?
Uh, um, Listening was not that tough for me because you used to send so many links and I had completed all of them. And I think that those were very beneficial for me, as I was able to understand what type of things can be said in listening. And sometimes you just, uh, if you don't hear properly, and you are able to find words by yourself if you are listening with concentration. So I believe you should practice listening at least 2 listenings per day, so that you can get more grades.
Okay. Which thing you find the easiest to do in your practice of IELTS exam?
I think listening was the easiest for me, and that's all. Even speaking was very easy because I was very confident talking to you, and I was not. at all what do you say, scared of speaking whatever I wanted to. So I believe that was the thing which made me more confident while talking to my instructor, and that is why I got 7.5 in the same.
Okay. However, what was the toughest module for you?
I think writing was the toughest for me because I didn't do much practice for the same. You used to send essays, and I was not able to write them properly, and that was my mistake. And I think no one else should do the same mistake, and should practice writing more than any other module, because it is very important for your overall uh, bands.
So, as you have attended online classes, how was your experience of attending online class?
I had a very good experience. I didn't even expected that I would get these bands in my IELTS exam, because I was thinking that I would be able to manage to get 6.5, and when I got the result I was quite shocked, as I didn't expected this result at all. Moreover, continues you always continue to buck me up, and always used to say that you would be able to do it, and practice more, and that was really good for me. Moreover, I'm a working person, so it was not easy for me to uh, have classes, and you used to give me flexible time. If you want to have classes in the morning or evening, it's all up to you. And I know I had always said that I would take morning classes, but still used to miss them, and then you used to explain me alone. So I believe a teacher like you is good for online classes. Otherwise, it is very difficult to impay with whatever you are doing.
So, thank you very much, Anmol. Thanks for sharing your experience with us. Definitely, it would help a lot to other students also when they will listening to this video and this conversation. So, all the best for your career.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Welcome.
so much.